Hi friends, my name is Krishna. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I think you would have seen my thumbnail and understood what is the topic I'm going to talk about today. Right? Very simple. You might be, seeing so many videos on GRIR concept, journal entries and other things. It might be, boring for you. I wanted to bring in something different today. What is that something different? I wanted to bring in some awareness for those people who have completed their graduation or post graduation in accounting. Maybe they would be searching for the job. They would be in job hunting. The problem today is people when they are applying for the job, when they are searching for the job, unfortunately they are missing some important points and they are not looking into those important points and not preparing accordingly. That is the reason why today I have decided to bring in 10 important points one has to keep in mind while applying for the job. Clear? When I talk about those people, I'm talking about those people who are residing in tier 2 and tier 3 cities majorly. It's not that tier 1 is not, people are not supposed to look into it. But my focus is only majorly on, I can say, on tier 2 and tier 3 people. Because I also came from tier 2 and tier 3 location. I also had, several, initial hiccups to get the job, right? I don't want you to face the same problem. And recent past, if I look at, so many people contacted me saying that how to apply for a job, what are the things I need to keep in mind while applying for the job, why am I not successful in my interviews. So these are the questions I used to get from different people. So I thought, okay, let me explain what are those 10 important points. It's not that only these 10 you need to keep in mind. I wanted to focus mainly on these 10 important points so that you will be preparing accordingly and you can definitely, succeed in your interviews. And one more important point which I wanted to bring in to your notices, I request parents also to look into this, video. Hey, what is this, Krishna? Why parents need to look into it? There is a reason behind it, guys. There are some parents, they have a different perception. Especially I'm talking about tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3. Yeah? Because if they wanted to send their daughter to tier 1 cities for any job, they have their different doubts and questions. While explaining, you will definitely get to know. Even I wanted to clarify those doubts, those misconceptions, or those perceptions of the parents. So hence I am requesting parents also to go through this video. I hope you are clear. All right. If you like this content, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and colleagues, parents. Even you can share with your friends and colleagues as well. I'm very sure this will be helpful for them. And I also request you to watch this video till the end because I'm going to talk about the package in the last. So you also need to, because most of us will be very interested to know about the package, how much package I get, how much salary my son is going to get, or how much salary my daughter is going to get. There are so many misconceptions and perceptions in parents' mind as well. It's not that only those people who are applying for the job have doubts. Parents also have the doubts. So I wanted to clarify their doubts as well. Okay, so that is the reason I'm requesting all of you to watch this video till the end. right? I don't want to waste no, your time. Let me take you through those 10 important points. Okay, right. Okay, guys, let us start now. So, as I said previously, these are the 10 important points I would like to focus today. I'll explain in detail about each point. Let me start with first one. Know about the company. Whoever completed their BCom, BBA, or MBA Finance, okay, MCom, any accounting related graduation or post graduation, especially in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, they must be applying for the job, right? See, some of these points are applicable to even experienced people, but my focus is mainly for those people who have completed their BCom, BBA, or MCom, MBA Finance very recently, and who are the whoever is on job hunt, they need to at least focus more on these points. Okay, right. So, what do you while applying for the job, what you need to keep in mind is you should know about the company where you are going to apply for a job. For example, if you are going to apply for a job in a manufacturing company, okay, when you are applying for a job in a manufacturing company, you should know what is that company doing, what products they are manufacturing, where is their corporate office located, where is their factory located, what is their turnover, their sales, and what is their operating profit, right? How many employees are there in this company? Who is their CEO? Who is their CFO? Is this company listed in India in any of national stock exchanges or Bombay stock exchanges? Is it listed? If it is listed, what is their current share market value? Try to understand or gather as much information as possible about this company, because there could be some questions from these topics in your interview, right? Are you looking into this topic? Question yourself. You applied for the job. Did you ever focused on these points so far? If answer is yes, well and good. If answer is no, let us focus on that. So, when you are applying for a job, whatever be the company, you should know some basic information about that company. Krishna, where do you get this information? You get all this information in their annual report. Where do I get the annual report? You go to Google and you will get the annual report of all those companies. Wikipedia will give you know, the total information, right? You can get you can get to know when this company is established, who established this company, when did they start manufacturing, what are the products they are manufacturing. Everything you get in Wikipedia. Go to Google and search for the company's annual report. You will get the full information there. Guys, please make sure that this is being focused. You need to start looking into this information before attending for an interview. Even I can say when you are applying for the job itself, whatever be the company you are applying, please make sure that you gather this information, prepare notes, maintain a book. I used to maintain a book for interviews. Each and every point I used to, whatever points I mentioned here, I used to note down all these points and used to write down. Oh, this is the company I applied today. This is the information I need to gather about this. Even today I do that. I don't want to get into an interview where I don't even know about that company and get into an embarrassing situation, right? So knowing about the company is very, very important. Please make sure that you are focusing on this. Okay. Next, role. What is that role you applied for this company? How do I know the role, Krishna? How do you apply for a company? Tell me. You must have applied this company through your friends, or you must have applied this company for this company through a job portal, right? Either you have to go through the job portal, or you have to go through your friend's referral. Correct? If you applied through your friend's referral, you know what company is working, your friend is working, right? So he must be knowing about the role they are offering. Am I right or wrong? Your friend must be knowing it. Ask your friend, hey, what is that role here? You are referring me. What are the things I am supposed to do in that role? Ask him. Note down the important uh, activities you are supposed to perform in that role. Note down one by one, two, three, four, five. There are different roles available. There could be some roles available in procure to pay. There could be some roles available in order to cash. There could be some roles available in record to report. There could be roles available in analytics. So many roles are available in accounting in different companies. But you should know which role you are applying. So your friends, whoever is referring you, they should help you in terms of gathering that information. That is one. The second aspect is if you are applying through job portal, right? If you are applying through job portal, they will give a clear cut information about the job description. What is that role you are applying for? What are the activities you are supposed to perform once you get selected in this role? All that information is available. So, role is very important. You know why? If you don't know what is the role you are applying for and what are the activities they are expecting from you, then how can you prepare yourself for an interview? Let us say you don't have any experience, you are a fresher. You are a fresher, you don't have any experience, right? I'm talking about freshers majorly. You don't have any experience, right? There could be a job description which says, we are looking for a candidate who has a very good accounting skills, who knows about bank reconciliation, who knows about company, corporate accounting, who has very good, typing skills, who has very good communication skill, or we are looking for a person who is good in, calling business. There could be some description they would have given, right, in the portal. Am I right or wrong? You go through any portal, job portals, they will definitely give you the role and they will also give you the job description and they will let you know what is that role you are going to get into that company. And you should know whether you are interested in those activities or not, whether you have the knowledge in that area or not, and accordingly you need to apply. Right? So, identification of the role is very, very important. You cannot go to an interview without even knowing what is that role you applied for. What are the activities you are supposed to perform in that company? Obviously, once you go to the interview, they will ask those questions, right? Am I right or wrong? They will ask you the question, boss, these are the activities you are supposed to perform. Do you have a knowledge? You can't say them that I don't know, sir. I don't know that these are the activities I'm supposed to perform. I don't have any experience in these activities. I don't know what is this activity at all. You can't say like that, right? So you should be very careful about your job role. So one has to go through the job description, understand what is that role you are applying for, whether you have the knowledge in that, in those activities mentioned in the job description or not. That is very important. So please make sure that you should know what is the role you are applying for. Next, your interest and passion. Guys, this is very, very important. This is where I'm asking parents to be very, very careful. Even parents should understand here. I'll take my own example. When I was studying my plus one, plus two, we used to call it as intermediate in Andhra, right? All my neighbors were taking MPC, maths, physics, and chemistry. I also took MPC because my friends took. Am I passionate towards that group? I never thought about it. That has a result, given a very good result for me. That's a different story. I can't insult myself in the in this video, so I'm keeping quiet. First of all, I need to understand what is my interest. Am I interested in maths? Am I interested in physics? Am I interested in chemistry? Before taking that group, I should assess myself, right? I didn't assess. I took that group. So, similar way, when you are applying for a job, let us say this is an accountant role, or it is this role is in procure to pay. Am I interested to work in procure to pay? Procure to pay. You need to understand that. First of all, do you know what is procure to pay? If you don't know, because I'm talking about freshers here. Do you know what is procure to pay? What are the activities we do perform in procure to pay? First, gather that information. Are those activities are interesting to you or not? You need to understand that. If you are not interested in procure to pay, please don't go there. Don't apply for that. Don't even go attend an interview. I'll tell you why. Let us say you applied for a job, in order to cash. Is that role interesting to you? Is that subject interesting to you? Or you are applied for an R2R, record to report. Is that role interesting to you? Without understanding whether that role is interesting for me or not, if you could take up that role, you will be like me only, taking MPC and struggling for clearing. This is where I have n number of examples, guys. There are many people, in my experience, I'm talking. They just let that come and take up this role. After 6 months or after 1 year, they'll come back and say, I'm not interested in this role. This is boring. This is data entry job. This is like this. This is like, guys, please come on. Why that particular concern is coming out after 6 months or 1 year? That means what? At the time of applying the job, you are not clear about the role. You are not clear about your interest. You are not clear about your passion, and you are taking up that role. Not only in terms of roles and passion. Sorry, job description. Are you interested really in doing job? Or if your interest is in business, why are you applying for a job? Don't come. Don't waste your time. Please focus on business. There are some examples. Some people are very much interested in SAP or coding because their perception is totally different. They think that SAP and coding business will give excellent salary for them when compared to the accounting roles. That's the kind of perception they built up. Or somebody would have guided them. Somebody would have, you know, uh, done some brainstorming to these people saying that, guys, don't ever go for an accounting role. Go for a SAP role. Go for a coding role. You will get a good salary. They'll give some rosy picture. Are you really interested in SAP role? Are you really interested in coding role? Then don't apply for accounting role. No. Where are you coming here? Don't come. Focus more on coding. Focus more on SAP. And get into those roles. No, there are many roles available there as well. So straight away go ahead and apply for that. Why do you want to come for an accounting role and work for 1 year and keep cribbing? This role is not interested. The salary is less. This is not encouraging. I wanted to go for an SAP. I wanted to go for a coding. Why? Why that confusion? So are you not clear about your role? That is the reason why I'm saying, what is your interest and passion? Are you interested to work as an accountant? Then apply for it and stick on to that because it is your interest and it is your passion, right? You need to prove yourself there. You need to make sure that I'm going to grow in this role like anything. Don't keep changing your ideas and thought process. That shows very clearly that you are fickle minded. You're not sticking on to your decisions, or you wouldn't have your own interest and passion. You get influenced by others. Don't get influenced by others. Don't get influenced by packages will definitely come whatever be the role you are doing. As long as you are doing good job, you will definitely grow in that role. These are all the excuses generally we take. So what is your interest and passion? That matters a lot. Are you interested in business? Go to business. At least starting today, if you start focusing, what is that business I can do, how much capital I have, whether I can go ahead and do this business or not, what are the efforts I need to put in place to start this business. Start focusing on that. You will definitely succeed there because it is your passion. If your interest is in photography, please focus on that. That is your passion, no? Focus on that. There are many people, getting excellent, income in photography. Focus on that. That is your passion. That is your interest. You have a different interest and passion, but you end up joining as an accountant and you keep cribbing about the role. Please, guys, be very clear before you applying for a job. Is this role interesting for me? Is this a passion for me? Then you take up. Otherwise, go as per your passion. This is where I'm requesting parents. Even some of the parents, they will force their kids. That guy is not interested in mathematics, physics, and chemistry, but they will say, no, 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 I want you to become an engineer. I want you to become a doctor. This guy doesn't have an interest at all in that area, but parents will force him. Please, don't do that mistake. Let your kid take his own decision, his or her own decision. They will definitely succeed. If you force them, they'll come back to you and say, Daddy, you only said I need to take this group. I'm not able to succeed in this area. This is not my passion. This is not my interest. You forced me to take up. Now I'm struggling. So be very careful, parents. You need to understand and assess your children interest and passion, and you need to encourage them according to their interest and passion. That is very important. That is the reason I said initially, parents, you need to watch this video as well, because I've seen many people in my team, not only in current company, in my previous companies, they're coming back to me and saying that I'm not interested in this. That is the reason I'm saying this. Next, your knowledge and skill. This is very important, especially for freshers. Whoever is attending for interviews, you know what is the most unfortunate thing, especially for the freshers. They are not even going through the golden rules of accounting and attending the interview. They have completed BCom, they have completed MCom, some of them have completed their MBA finance. You ask them what is the personal account rule, what is real account rule, or what is nominal account rule. There, I'm not saying that everybody. Sorry, don't mistake me. Majority of them are struggling to explain the golden rules. That's the fundamentals of accounting. Why they are struggling? There is no preparation. It's not that you prepare only golden rules and attend the interview. Sorry, that is not my intention. My intention is very clear. You need to have the preparation. For example, bank reconciliation. What are the 7 important reasons to have the difference between a passbook and cash book? Can you please tell me? If I ask this question, they can't even explain 2 reasons for the difference between passbook and cash book. They would have studied this bank reconciliation in +1 +2. They would have studied this in BCom as well, even in MBA also, but they cannot. Why? They would have studied long back, they would have forgotten. Or maybe due to, interview fear, it will not stuck to their mind. There could be 100 reasons why they could not explain this. But if you have a proper preparation before coming, attending for an interview, take my word, you can definitely answer. If not 7 reasons, at least if you answer 3, 4 reasons, interviewer will be satisfied. If you go to them and say, sir, I prepared long back, I don't know, sir, what is the, what are those 7 reasons? But given the opportunity, I will definitely prove, sir. What is that given the opportunity, you definitely prove? What is that you are going to prove? You should know. Why did you come for an interview without, proper preparation? Right? So, please make sure that your knowledge is updated. You need to maintain what are all the, things I need to, prepare myself before attending for interview. Write down the topics. There are some, chartered accountants you don't believe. You get shocked if I tell you this. I used to ask, what do you mean by an accrual? Why do we book an accruals? What will happen if I don't book an accrual? Accrual? I don't know, sir. What is this accrual you're talking? Some people used to say approval. Sorry, I'm not asking about approval. I'm talking about accrual. That shows very clearly that you are not preparing well. Right? So, guys, please make sure that your accounting knowledge is very important because you are applying for an accountant role. You should know the fundamentals of accounting, at least when you are applying for a fresher role, entry level roles. Experienced roles, you should have. It's not that you should not have. You have to have some other additional, knowledge as well. That I will take up separately. One more video. I'll tell you what and all you are supposed to prepare. Another important point is typing skills. This is very important, guys. Nowadays, the generation, they are very good in typing in their mobile with the 2 fingers. You take any child, any graduate, any postgraduate, they know how to. I struggle like anything with single finger to type a message. But you take any kid, graduate or postgraduate, they will type with 2 fingers. But they don't know how to use all 9 fingers to type it on the system. Your typing skills are very important. Unfortunately, nowadays those typewriting institutions I don't see. Guys, please, you don't require to pass lower examination or higher examination in typewriting. I'm not expecting that. Or nobody is expecting that. Nobody will ask you whether you passed lower. That those days have gone. At least learn some basic skills. ASDF semicolon LKJ, ASDF semicolon LKJ. At least start preparing that. You need to start having the typing skills as well. After completing the degree, why do you want to waste your time roaming around? Join somewhere, no? And learn some typing skills, no? Because when you join any of the organization, you need to draft some of the emails. You need to process some of the invoices. You need to process orders. If you don't have proper typing skills, you are expected to prepare those invoices or orders very fast, right? And if you start typing with a single finger, each invoice will take half an hour for you to process, or each order it will take half an hour for you to process. You need to improve your skills there. Please focus on these typing skills as well. That is also missing today. So while applying, am I good in my typing skills? Question yourself. Am I good in accounting? I'm not saying that extraordinary knowledge here. At least fundamentally, am I strong? So focus on this. Next one, communication. You are not expected to have American accent or Australian accents here. Nobody is expecting that. You should have a minimum communication skill. Whatever you speak, other person should understand at least. You cannot, talk with a, grammatical mistakes. Make sure that whatever you speak, other person can understand. So develop your communication skill so that it will be very, very useful for you. Because when you are working in an organization in a different, state altogether, You would be interacting with so many people with different regional languages, but for us the common language is English, especially on the floor, right? So you need to speak in English. You need to communicate to your customers as well, right? When I'm communicating to customers, I cannot communicate in my local language, right? I need to communicate them in English. So please focus on improving your communication skills. It is going to be very, very helpful for you because you need to draft some of the emails as well. While looking at our communication, our drafting itself, people will understand how good I am, right? So please make sure that your communication skills are being improved. That is very, very important. Next, resume. Guys, this is very, very important. I think, we all know how to prepare the resume. There are many content writers. They will, they will guide you. They will help you how to prepare the resume. Nicely, they will prepare. It will be very, very good. But the problem is the content mentioned in the resume matters a lot. Whether you are aware of the content, whether you know something about the content or not, right? If I do not know the content, and if I start preparing the resume by copying somebody's resume and keeping the data there, what will happen? I will end up into a trouble, right? Because if I put something there, a content, and if I do not know how to explain, or if there are any questions in that content, if I do not know how to answer those questions, then you are going to be in trouble because this is the content you said you know about it. When I say I know about it, how can you say that I don't know? Am I right or wrong? I should know whatever content I mentioned in my resume, and I should be in a position to explain about that content. That is very important. So please make sure that the content mentioned in the resume is very clear for you and you prepared very well while drafting or while preparing the resume itself. That is another important point which we all need to keep in mind because we write something, we end up, not in a position to explain the content. That is the problem. Then another 3 points are very, very important. Timings, transport, and accommodation. You know why I referred about these 3 points is keeping BPO industry in mind. I kept these 3 points in mind. These three are very well applicable to the parents as well. Parents, you need to understand when I'm explaining up, you need to listen very carefully when I'm explaining about these 3 points. Right. When we are working in a BPO industry, right? I cannot specify the company names here. I'll take an example of, let us say you are working in X company who is in BPO industry. You applied, not working, sorry. You applied for, X company which is part of BPO industry, business processing outsourcing company, right? X company is part of business processing outsourcing, BPO company. So how this company works is, let us say you got an opportunity in X company, you got an offer letter, you are going to join this company. You will be in the roles of X company. X company is the one going to give you the salary and you will be in the roles of X company. But since X company is part of BPO industry, what these people do is they will get accounting business from different parts of the country. Let us say A company is located in US, B company is located in Australia, C company is located in Singapore, right? This A company, what they do, their accounting services are given to X company. B company, what they do, their accounting services are given to X company. C company, what they do, they'll give their accounting services to X company. So, X company will be performing accounting activities of these three companies. So, once you get an offer in this company, you will be asked to work for these companies, any one of these companies. When you get an offer, you will be asked to work for these companies. You will be in the roles of X company, but you will be working for these companies. Where are they located? They are located in, one is in US, one is in Australia, one is in Singapore. When these companies are located in different geographies, you will be asked to work as per their timings. You will be asked to work as per their timings. If you are working in US, sorry, if you are working for a US company, you will be working in night shift. If you are working in Australia, Australian company, your shift timings will be early morning 3:30. If you are working in Singapore company, your shift timings will be morning 6:30. Now, why I said parents, you need to be careful. Even not only parents, even their children. When you are applying for this company, X company, you should be knowing about this company, and this company is working for different companies located in different geographies, and I need to work as per their timings. So I should be ready to work in any shift timings. Even if HR calls, they will what do they ask? The first question what they will ask is, are you comfortable to work in any shift? Yes, sir. I am ready to work in any shift. Yes. I'll say, yes, sir. I am ready to work in any shift. The minute you join the company, then you will say, no, sir. I cannot work in early morning 3:30. My father is not comfortable. My mother is not comfortable. My health is not permitting. Maybe one or two cases there could be some health problems. I'm not denying it. Health problems could be the genuine reasons. I'm not saying no to that. But not with everybody, right? First of all, are you aware of the shift timings before applying for this job? Did you answer HR that I am comfortable to work in any shift? Then why are you changing your stand? You should be ready to work in any shift. Parents, again, oh my God, how can I send my daughter? What is the security? How can I make sure that my daughter is safe? Guys, please remember, these companies are very big companies. They do operate their business with thousands of people, with bright lights, full of security. They have their cab facilities. They do, pick up and drop these people when they are working in different shifts. If they are alone, they will provide the security person as well to drop them and pick them. There are many facilities, and canteen facilities available. Whatever be the time, 24/7 canteen facilities available in companies. You don't require to be worried about food. You don't require to be worried about transportation. You don't require to be worried about their security. Then why are you hesitant to send your daughter? I'm very particular about daughters. You don't require to be worried about it. Let them come and happily work. But only thing what you need to keep in mind is these companies will operate in different shift timings, and you should be mentally prepared to keep your daughter or son in these respective shifts. That is very important. Why are you worried about it? Don't worry about all other facts. You just need to focus on your kids' growth. Maybe over a period, right now, probably she or he would have got opportunity in night shift. Over a period of time, they can move on to the day shift. They can move on to the UK shift. They can move on to early morning shift. These are all possibilities. But you can't accept the offer saying that I'm ready to work in shift, and tomorrow after joining, you can't say that this shift is not comfortable for me. If everybody starts saying like this, then how do you expect these companies to survive? Guys, please make sure that this is a very important point for parents as well as those people applying for the job. You should be mentally prepared. These are the companies operates in these shift timings. That's all. There you can't change them. That is their business here. That is their mode of business. You can't change them. Right? Transportation, as I said, don't worry about transportation. These companies will provide the transportation. In case if their transportation is not provided, you should plan for your transportation. Am I going to buy a bike for myself? Right? You can plan for your transportation and work accordingly. There is no problem at all, right? Accommodation. This is another important point for parents again. Why are you? If I send my daughter, how do I make sure that this girl has proper accommodation facility? You take any tech park, either in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Bombay, anywhere. In front of every tech park, there will be hundreds of PGs available. Hundreds of PGs available. They can go by walk from their office to PG. In case if they cannot get nearby PG, transportation facility is available. You don't require to be worried about it. So accommodation is not a factor at all. But still, you can, while applying, you need to be thinking about this. They should be. If somebody has their friends and relatives, yeah, they can very well go ahead and work accordingly. Sorry, say, stay in their house. That's not a problem. But if you do not have any facility, yes, there are PGs available. They can stay there. They can work comfortably, right? So accommodation is not a problem at all. But you need to think about it while applying for it. Last one, but not the least, package. What is this package I am referring to? Why am I talking about the package in the last? Package is something is not an important in my opinion at all right now. Being a fresher, you might be thinking very bad about me. I'm fine with that. As a fresher, your focus should be on learning, not on earning. Initial stages, if you do not focus on your earnings, how do you expect you to learn something? Your focus should be learning, and automatically you will definitely develop, and your package will definitely will improve. But today's generation, the problem is, I've seen many people coming to me and saying, the minute they join in a 6 months down the line, they'll come back to me and say, Krishna, my parents are looking for a job, marriage. No girl is ready to marry me unless I have 50,000 salary or 1 lakh salary. How do you expect 50,000 or 1 lakh salary within 6 months of joining the job? Guys, be practical. Let us be practical. How do you expect? What is your learning? How do you think that you can get 1 lakh salary or 50,000 salary in 6 months? Even girls should be practical. Their parents also to be practical before asking for that. If I would have been in this position, I wouldn't have got married at all. Take my word. My salary was 4,000 rupees when I joined per month. I wouldn't have got married at all. Be practical. Package is not the concern at all. At least for next 3 to 4 years, you need to focus only on learning. Only on learning. I always tell my people, please think that these companies are giving me some stipend and asking me to learn something. Why are you not thinking positively? This company is ready to pay something and asking me to learn something. Learn. Next 2 to 3 years, put some investment. Take my word. After 3 years, you will become an expert, provided you focus more on your learning, not on earning. You have to focus a lot on learning. Your package will automatically double or triple. It will become double or triple within 3 to 4 years, provided you learn. Unfortunately, today the problem is people are not focusing on learning. People focusing only on earning. That is causing a problem. I've been paid for whatever be the X salary. This is enough for me to for this company. This company is paying me X salary. I'm whatever I'm doing is enough here. I don't require to spend anything beyond this. Oh, this is more than enough. Come on. That shows what? You are not ready for learning. You are not ready for learning at all. Why are you thinking that if I get X salary, I need to learn as much as possible and then go for another job after developing some skill set? Why are you not focusing in those lines? This is another important problem today. Guys, my sincere request to all of you, you should not focus on earning first. Earning is last priority in my opinion. First to focus on learning. First few years, your focus should be only on learning. Once you learn something, once you expertise in that respective area, take my word, your package will improve automatically. Right? With this note, I'm closing this video. I know some of you wouldn't have uh, liked my package part because that is fact, guys. Whether you like it or you don't like it, I'm helpless. Sorry. It is very clear. My policy is very clear. Initially, you have to focus on learning. That's all. You have to make up your mind in such a way that let me focus on learning, 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 learning. That is very important. Okay. I hope you like the content and this is going to be useful for you. Parents, I'm sorry if I would have been no, talking something uh, maybe not liking for you, but these are facts. I hope you understand and digest this fact. And if you like the content, please like my video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends and colleagues. Thank you so much.